Alright, this is part 2. Jake here to replacing the leak on the Bobcat 743, 742, 1986. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to double check the year. It's at 86 or 89. Alright, there's the arm. I got it in a vise with 2 wood blocks, so I ain't damaging nothing. What was leaking was the seal. This guy right here. See, look. See that? Something. I'm assuming the dust cover, because the dust cover is effed beyond belief. I'm assuming that let something inside there, because the dust cover goes right in there, sits in there. And this guy, he goes inside there, and you gotta feed it through. It's best to feed it through the back. And this is a whole set. This set costed $120 roughly from Redline Equipment. And that's the, if you guys want to know all the numbers and the part number, there you go. And yeah, not sponsored. I'd like to be sponsored by Redline, but that's just not the case. Alright, and this came on like that, went on like this, see? And this, not exactly what it's used for, but it helps. You can use it as a slide hammer to get this off. So that's why I got it set like that, because the orientation goes like that. But well, you'll see. I'll let you guys chill for the video, most of the video, because I gotta use my phone on a few other, look up a few things. All right, you see that? All right, that went on like that. And that was pretty, sometimes those will be on there really good. And if you have to, you just use this and it slides. Am I zoomed in? It looks like I'm fucking zoomed in. Alright. Yeah, this slides up. Just use this as a slide hammer. Boom. 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 Right. Jesus Christ, that is zoomed in like a mother. Alright. You guys can see me. And put it on my 3-wheeler, my badass 3-wheeler. Alright. What the fuck? Alright, yeah, it was zoomed in. As you see, I'm not the most tech savvy, but I'm getting there. Alright. Shit. Ain't gonna stay. We're gonna have to be a little innovative. What? Alright. This is a good view right there. Should I zoom out a little more? Alright. You guys can see me from there. Hold on. Don't fall, phone. Don't fall, phone. Okay. I'm gonna put this here for protection. I do not want to break my phone. Alright. Yeah, you guys can see me. Alright. Let me continue. So, my main purpose, we're gonna switch out all these seals on the hydraulic arm. This is the left hydraulic arm. If you watch video 1, you'll know. We're replacing that guy right here. So, yeah, right there. And with this one. Here, let me turn there we go. Place it with this one. This guy. Which is weird because, see that little spring? When I pulled this one out, it didn't even have a spring in it. I'm not sure if it came with it or if they improved the design. That's what we're doing right there. Alright. So we're going to replace that. Got that O-ring off. And this O-ring. This O-ring. And I'm going to save all my extra O-rings in case I need them later. Ones that are still good. And let me mind you that I believe this is the first time that hydraulic arm was taken off. And you want to clean all these off. You can use some brake cleaner or air gun after you use brake cleaner, and make sure you lubricate all of your O-rings. You can use hydraulic oil. I'm just using a little bit of ATF, automatic transmission fluid. This automatic transmission fluid is very, very similar to hydraulic fluid. Technically, you could run almost. I bet you could probably throw in hydraulic ATF and it would almost work in a hydraulic, but it's way thinner. So I would definitely not recommend that. I'm just saying it's similar because automatic transmission works very similar to a hydraulic because it applies clutches, applies clutch packs to engage the gears. Alright, we got that guy, we got this guy. And I want to show you guys something real quick. Where'd that motherfucker go? Alright. Oh, that little guy went. I'm just gonna make a short video because I don't want to screw this up. But I just wanted to show you guys something else too. See this flat one, it goes on like that. And get a little bit of automatic transmission fluid on there, hydraulic fluid, whatever you want to use. It's up to you guys. Just don't fuck it up. Don't mess it up, excuse my language. Because this is gonna be a kid safe video. And look right here. I'm just gonna get that on there. It's better to hold this against you. Make sure that doesn't twist or bend, because that is a flat O-ring. And that, if that twists or bend, that's gonna make it so it does not seal at all. And you see that little piece of leftover O-ring right there. I want to get that out of there. And the threads are a little dirty. I still gotta get this guy off too. So I'm gonna get this guy off, put that on there. Put this back on there, it goes down like that. That's the old one. I'm just showing you. And just slide it back on there. Lubricate it first. And one big tip I wanted to show you guys is right here. This one's a pain. And you want to feed him. You see how it's closer there? You could feed it through like that. Bad idea. Alright. So you want to go through the longer way and just feed it up in there. Just slowly wiggle it and fish it in there. Make sure you're not scratching these surfaces, because if you scratch any of these smooth surfaces, you're gonna have to use a hone or something to clean it up to smooth it back out, or it's not gonna be sealing as well. Alright, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna install our new nut back on. This goes on, and right here. Alright. And we're going to check the torque on that. And also, just keep following the procedures. And that's about it. If you have an owner's manual, I have a whole shop manual, owner's manual, whatever. I got it from, my dad got it from, because this is originally my father's bobcat. It's his. I just get to use it and work on it because I love working on it. And that's about it. So I might make another video of me installing it. But alright, I'm checking out. And that's if I decide if I'm even putting this one on YouTube or not, which I probably will, because there isn't that many videos on this hydraulic seal, this specific bobcat. This is a Bobcat 743, 1986 or 89, and it's got the Kubota 4-cylinder diesel engine. Guess how many hours are on this? 4 years of running hours. I did the math. It's insane. Them Kubota engines will last forever. Diesel Kubota 4-cylinder engines. We also got a 4-cylinder diesel engine in our Skytrack, and that's a 96. And whew, them things just last forever. And my theory is they did away with the 4-cylinder diesel engines because they last forever, especially in cars. If they put them in cars, they'd have to slap turbos on them, because diesels have a slower RPM, and there's a reason for that, because they produce more torque, and they have more displacement in the cylinder. They're a lot longer because they run off compression, which I'm sure you guys know. Alright, I'll see you guys later.